Welcome
to New Entry Wrestling Podcast, baby. Welcome back to New Entry Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Sexy Ian, with my co-host, Ever. What it do, baby?
What up, YouTube and Spotify people? Anyways, today is WrestleMania weekend. Before I continue, Ring of Honor, OMG, that show was crazy. Samoa Joe is all elite. I prefer he was just Ring of Honor, but Tony Khan purchased Ring of Honor, but it's cool. But anyways, today's episode, Ever unfortunately is not going to be on the show because, he ditched me once again, but it's okay. I was able to find a replacement, a temporary replacement. Today, me and my special co-host, guest co-host, or guest customer, fan, I don't know what to call him. We're going to be talking about WrestleMania and our predictions and our thoughts. And yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and get to this. Let's go, baby. Marcos Chavez, what it do, baby? What's poppin', man?
What up, dude? How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for being on the show. And I am here to ask you a couple questions. What are your predictions for WrestleMania?
All right, let's do
38. WrestleMania 38, night 1 and night 2. Do you know the lineups of the cards, sir, or do you want me to read them?
I got them right here.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So the first one, according to Wikipedia, Becky Lynch as the champion versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title.
What's your thoughts on it? I mean, not your thoughts. What's your prediction?
It's kind of hard because they're building up Bianca to be like the face and like the underdog, especially being nice return as I guess sort of revenge for when she lost to her when she came back, Becky Lynch.
True,
but it just Becky Lynch is so popular and she's like so marketable. I think, man, I feel that they're gonna do like a dirty kind of a dirty finish. I think Becky's gonna win like a roll up with like a hand on the rope, or like she'll distract the referee and then use the belt as like a weapon and then get the pinfall.
Okay. See, my prediction, I don't know. I think Balor is gonna take the title. But yeah, I feel like the ultimate upset, it'll be Becky going over. I would love Becky to go over, but I don't really like the buildup of the story. I don't like how the feud started. I think what ruined it for me was Extreme Rules. How they had that rematch and it just ended up in a no disqualification. So, and it was like they had this great feud, but then it was like, nah, we're gonna cut it and then have her build her way up, which I kind of like and respect because they've done that before with like The Rock and Stone Cold. So I do like they're trying to save this feud for a big main event, so I do like that because it's like with the whole Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, I don't mind seeing that at WrestleMania, right? But we saw it at Crown Jewels. So now they had to make this whole undisputed match. They're trying to make it this match bigger than it already is to sell tickets for WrestleMania. But for my answer for this question, I'm going with Belair, man. Belair's taking the W. So next match, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul. Who do you think is getting the W?
I mean, it's gonna be Rey and Dominic. I think it'll be a good back and forth between Rey and The Miz carrying like 80% of the match. And then you probably give one spot to Dominic. And then Logan, the best you could do is give him like a really nice like combo finish or like a double team move.
Right.
Maybe give him like a double 619 or put him through a table. Just because I know Logan Paul isn't too well liked. So why not just throw him to a table?
I like that. Yeah, I think Logan Paul is gonna do more of he's gonna do oh my gosh, give out the heat more, like more power, like kind of power slam, powerhouse moves.
Right.
like
He'll
Rey
be very
Mysterio.
safeguard.
Yeah. What I don't want, and I feel like it's gonna happen, is I don't want Logan Paul to act like he's a Rey Mysterio in the ring. I don't want to see that. It's like, I'm not saying he's jacked or anything like that. I mean, he is, right? Jack, he has some muscle in him. It's
No,
his brother.
He's a pretty buff dude.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
his
he
brother.
trains with
He
his brother.
doesn't. Yeah, his brother doesn't really have that physique look. But I don't have nothing against Logan Paul, to be honest. I don't hate him. I don't like him either. But I think so who you think is gonna get the W?
The Mysterios,
Mysterios?
Rey Mysterio
Okay.
and Dominic.
See, I think they're gonna get the W, but I feel like Logan Paul is gonna screw the Miz.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like something similar to like a Mike Tyson, you know, how he punched Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels grabbed him in the shoulder, turned around, boom, knocked him out. I feel like something like that would be pretty cool. And then, you know, Rey Mysterio goes to the middle rope, hits him with the splash, get the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I feel like that's how it's gonna turn out. All right, your favorite match of the year: Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Your prediction, and who do you think is going over?
I think Drew's going over, but I'm hoping it's a really physical match. That's what I want. I want like these two guys like really go at it, because Corbin can like he is a powerhouse dude. Like
He could freaking go.
No, yeah, exactly.
He could go.
And he can take a hit too really well.
Yeah, he no punk ass bitch.
So I think it should be a nice back and forth, but Drew going over. I can definitely see the first attempt at a Claymore missing Corbin and then hitting Moss.
Okay.
Like halfway into the match. Yeah.
Right. When Madcap Moss, he is also the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner, by the way.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want Drew McIntyre to win. I think Happy Corbin is going to take the W because of Moss. I think I actually agree with what you just said, Drew McIntyre. I feel like he's going to hit the Claymore. I don't think he's going to miss Corbin. I think Moss is going to get in the ring, so he's going to hit it on him and then turn around and get hit with the End of Days and beat Drew McIntyre. The only thing that bothers, I love the feud and I understand it. What bothers me is that it's a singles match. This match should have happened a long time ago, but for some reason we're getting a regular single match, and then it's a feud. But it's like, why is it not a no disqualification match? Why isn't it not a false count anywhere?
Or a cage match.
Yeah, a cage match. Something. It's a single match. It's like you have for me personally, you have a good storyline with this, but there's no there is a buildup, but there's no. I don't know. It seems flat to me. So, but I'm going with Happy Corbin. So, okay, next is Shinsuke Nakamura, Rick Boobies. Booze. How do you say it?
Rick Boggs?
Booze?
Yeah. I just call him Rick. You know,
Rick and the Usos.
I would really like if Shinsuke wins. I think he needs some more titles under his belt, you know, because they're not gonna make him a world champion, but why not give him like a decorative, career with all these other belts? So I would like for him, and also you can give Shinsuke, who's kind of a veteran in the sport, but also simultaneously pushing over the new guy Rick over the Usos.
It's true.
So to me, that makes the most sense because the Usos need another win. They're a great tag team. They already established like their legacy in tag team wrestling. But it would be nice to give the veteran and the rookie a title, so they kind of push them over.
Yeah, and plus it's like they can always whatever. What they did with Zack Ryder back in WrestleMania 32 in the same arena as well, the A&T Stadium, when he won the IC title and he dropped the belt the next day. They could do the same thing with them, where it's just like, hey, we won the titles, cool, and then drop the titles back to the Usos on Friday on SmackDown. But yeah, I do agree also that Shinsuke needs another title under his belt. He was he a two-time NXT champion or one time?
I think he was one time, but he had a pretty good run with the IC belt for a while and the United States Championship.
And the IC, he's a 2-time, right?
Mm-hmm. And I want to say
he
was
is.
the last
He
one.
is a 2-time NXT champion.
Okay. And I want to say he was the last one to have the classic IC belt before it became that new one.
Yeah. And he's also a 2-time United States champion. Wish I did not knew that.
Yeah, for a while he had the gimmick Knockout America.
Yeah, I thought that was the only time he was the US champion.
Yeah, I can't remember the second time he won it. No, I totally forgot about that one.
I can't even recall who he even beat. All right, next match. The New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland with the Butch.
Man, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say Sheamus and Holland win, so it gives their stable, some hype. Gives them credibility, because the New Day has already been established. So I'd imagine you want to give the new guys some or new guys to the main rosters.
True.
Some credibility. So I think I would. You have Sheamus on there as well, who is he's a main eventer. So I can at least see Sheamus and Holland kind of getting put over 100%.
Okay. For me, it's more now see if Butch was in the match, I would say Sheamus and Butch go over. Ridge, on the other hand, screw him. How I would book it because of what happened with Big E. I'm not saying I'll have Big E come out, but I'll have Big E music hit. And then Ridge turns around like, oh my gosh, like what? And then obviously he doesn't show up, turns around, and then boom, Kofi Kingston hits him with the Trouble of Paradise on the nose, break his freaking nose, and then get the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because Holland, he botched that belly to belly.
Yeah.
Big E.
I mean, to be fair, it does take two to take that move, but me personally, I don't want to get too much into detail, but it looked like he couldn't pick him up or he fell too early, and that's why the incident happened. So of course it was bad timing, but yeah, but still, screw him. Ban the move.
No, don't ban moves.
No, not ban moves, but ban him from doing that kind of move,
Oh, like him specifically, yeah.
Yeah, like you clearly don't do the belly outside no more. So all right, Seth freaking Rollins versus Cody Rhodes versus The Fiend versus Shane McMahon versus
Cody versus Goldberg
versus
Mustafa
Ali. So who you think is going over out of all those guys we just named?
This is what I think is going to happen. I think Vince will come out and he's like, "Oh, I announce you, your opponent, but first, here comes the money."
Money.
And then Shane comes out. He does his whole dance montage, right? He does the whole dance back and forth. And he's like, "Oh no, I'm just happy to be here. I'm not fighting you. I'm just glad to be here."
Yeah, oh, I could totally see that.
And then he's like, basically, "Oh, but your opponent, don't worry." And then you hear Goldberg's music playing. And then he comes out. He's like, "Nah, I'm just glad to be here too. We're gonna see a great match."
Goldberg would never do that. Goldberg would never do that.
One more person after Shane, and then you reveal Cody Rhodes.
It'd be cool. I don't know. I don't know anybody who I would say. I mean, okay. I'm gonna steal your idea. Would you? Everything you just said. McMahon comes out, and then Shane Vince is gonna announce his Seth Rollins appointment, and then here comes Shane, and he's like, no, I'm just happy to be here, blah blah. I want to see this historic moment, and then you're the person you're gonna be facing is, and then here comes R-Truth, and R-Truth's like, and then Vince is like, whoa, R-Truth music plays, R-Truth is walking down the ring, and then Vince is like, stop the music. What are you doing? I'm I'm trying to enter the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He's like, that was on Friday, fool.
Oh man, my bad.
My
Jimmy,
bad.
let's go.
Yeah, my bad. That's on me, guys. Sorry. And then Cody Rhodes music comes out, and they have a 5-star match. Boom, or
I'll
Stardust.
do. Man, I'm trying to think. I have one, but it's basically a very small nod and Easter egg that so minimum that only very few people will get. So Vince comes out, Shane comes out, Damian Sandow comes out, but he's announcing the opponent, and like his whole, like his weight and all that. And then he says basically Cody. And then Cody comes out and he actually says, Cody from so-and-so weighing at 235 for one fall. And then he turns around and he walks to leave the arena, but then Cody comes out and they both look at each other. Kind of like how Cody and him made eye contact that Bound for Glory.
Was it Bound for Glory? I know it was. I know it was a Impact show, wrestling. Yeah, Impact Wrestling. I don't recall if it was a TNA show. I mean, Bound for Glory. Sorry.
It could have been another pay-per-view or regular week. Because I know weekly they had their own themes too sometimes.
Right.
But it'd be kind of cool to have Damian announce him. And then Cody comes out because they have that history together. And it's like almost like a mirror of when Cody joined Impact originally.
Right. That'd be pretty cool. But I think
Sandow. Only like 9 people get the reference.
Right. But I think Sandow, is he still in NWA?
I think he does that part-time, and I think he does other stuff to make money.
But regardless of who it is, Cody Rhodes, The Fiend, Goldberg, The Undertaker, I feel like it'd be cool if it was The Undertaker. Just come out, chokeslam, tombstone.
We can have a little montage of different guys just coming out and coming out.
Shane McMahon, who you think is going over out of all those people? Do you think Seth Rollins is going to win regardless of who comes out of that, whoever he faces? I feel like if it's The Fiend or The Undertaker, I think they're going over. Same with Goldberg. Yeah, but Shane and Cody, I think Seth Rollins is going to take the W.
Against Cody? No. Yes. If it's Cody, I think Cody's going to win at WrestleMania. They're gonna feed a little bit, but then Cody's gonna go after the hunt for the new WWE title for the next 2 months.
True, I can see that. I mean, the only reason why I'm saying Cody is not gonna win because AJ Styles didn't win his first WrestleMania, and Brock Lesnar on his first WrestleMania return when he faced Triple H, he didn't win. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that.
Oh, it's like a return. They don't necessarily guarantee you a win.
Yeah. They usually lose their first match, especially at WrestleMania. I think Fandango is the first person who debuted and he won his first ever WrestleMania.
No, I want to say
John Cena. You know what? Yeah, no, you know what? That doesn't even count because that wasn't even a return. So never mind.
Yeah, it has to be debuts. I think like first ever WrestleManias. I think go either way, but a return you might be closer to that.
Yeah, because. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is the only one I could think of. But anyways, what else is happening? The main event
versus Ronda Rousey. Yeah.
Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. Honestly, I love Charlotte. I'm not too thrilled about this feud. Charlotte Flair. Yeah. I think Ronda should have faced Becky and Belair should have faced Flair. But Charlotte Flair, I love her and I'm hoping she gets the W. What about you?
Yeah, I would say leading up to a few weeks ago, Ronda's going to win, but I know a lot of her promo has been criticized like nonstop.
Yeah, she's not happy. She's not happy having a feud with Charlotte because it's already been done for her. Mm-hmm. So it's just like a rematch.
Considering her reception she's gotten recently and her not wanting to do this match. Just have her take the L and be like, you know what, just move to SmackDown.
Yeah. Have her go back to Raw or something.
Move back to Raw. Sorry, I keep thinking she's only on Raw. Sorry. Yeah. But you know what I think she could do really well? If you put her in NXT to kind of help groom the newer generation of female wrestlers.
NXT.2, I gotta say no.
Mhm.
Black and gold, yes, 100%. Totally agree with you. 2.0, no. I can't. That's like going from Cartoon Network to Teen Nick. It's a big difference.
Okay, fair point.
All right. The closing headline match or whatever, main event, closing segment, whatever. Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be the Kevin Steen's host on his Kevin Owens show. I said Kevin Steen, right?
Mhm.
But anyways, what do you think is going to happen? It's just going to be a old Stone Cold Stunner, everybody, right?
I
Are
think.
you even excited about that? Do you think it's necessary for that to close out the show? Like, there has to be a reason
I
why,
mean, it'll be
right?
fun, but necessary no.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I
but
think
you think there has to be a reason. Like, you like the fact that it's like, okay, on paper, it's like, wait, what? Why is this closing the show?
this better elevate Kevin Owens into like a monster heel or something. I think it'll be Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of mocking him, saying, "Damn, man, you used to be an animal. What happened to you?" And then he kind of, like he taunts him, and then they get into a brawl of like 2 to 3 minutes. Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of gives him a stunner, and he takes it really well. And then that kind of like gives him his epiphany, like, "Oh, I need to become who I was in the indie."
Mm,
So I'm hoping it basically is like it's like a doorway for his metamorphosis to go back into being Kevin Steen.
right. For me, I would like Kevin Steen. Oh my gosh, Kevin Owens to just beat the living hell. Like, I want them to fight each other,
Mm-hmm.
box it out, whatever. But towards like the end, Kevin Owens gets like basically the W. Like, he stunners him and he celebrates. And then as soon as he celebrates, like he does the whole Stone Cold Steve Austin, drinks beer, tries to celebrate. And I'll be like, hey, have him get a little buzz from it. Because he doesn't drink apparently. So it's like, oh damn, I'm lightweight. I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
buzz. And then Stone Cold gives Stone Cold time to get up and then hit him with a stunner. And then that way he could walk out, happy and all that. Or flip it around. Stone Cold Steve
Oh, vice
Austin.
versa.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin beats his ass. And then he celebrates too long. And then Kevin Owens gets up and then stunners him and he walks away. So, but yeah. I really expect something. I honestly, they could just turn it into a match. It could just be a 5-minute match. It could be something similar to when Steve Austin faced Eric Bischoff in No Way Out in 2003. It was like a 4-minute match, and Stone Cold Steve Austin was just whooping Eric Bischoff's ass for like good 4 minutes. Hit him
Yeah.
with 3 stunners.
I'm curious on why it's not a sanctioned match, but I guess they want to keep it as like like a segment, so anything can kind of go, and they can change on the fly easier than doing a match than changing that on the fly.
Well, on the rumors, we'll take this with a pinch of salt. Stone Cold was talking about making a return at WrestleMania. This was in October or November, and he was going to appear, possibly have a match or a fight. But nothing was confirmed until like 6 weeks ago, when they announced that Kevin Owens was gonna like call him out on the show. And then it was like, what the hell? I'm not even prepared. I need more than 6 weeks or whatever, 10 weeks to get ready, to get in shape and stuff like that. So he was pretty bummed out about it. But yeah, hey, I'll be happy to see Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah. That was the part you were supposed to say, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, with my water.
Water, man. You gotta drink some water. Everybody drink water right now. If you're listening, take this moment to drink water, please. Stay hydrated. All right, WrestleMania. So that was it for WrestleMania. Night 1. Out of the whole lineup, which one are you more excited for? What is your main event?
For night 1?
Yes.
It'd be Rollins versus possibly Shane, possibly Undertaker, possibly Gilbert, possibly Cody Rhodes.
Sounds good. Or Nick Bella. All right. Yeah. Or John Cena. Can't forget about John Cena, the man you cannot see.
No, it'll be Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, that'd be cool too. Peacemaker. Do you all want to taste it? Something like that. I don't know how it goes. Anyways, for me, I'm more excited for well, I gotta go with Seth Rollins and and his mystery opponent at WrestleMania. I just want to see. I'm happy Charlotte. I just can't say that match, Charlotte versus Ronda, because I'm not excited for it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm happy to see Charlotte, and I wanted her to main event. It's just Ronda. I love her, but this feud is just boring. But anyways, WrestleMania Night 2. You want to go ahead and give out the first lineup?
Yeah, the first match is a fatal 4-way tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship.
And who is in it, sir?
Queen Zelina, Carmella versus Sasha Banks and Naomi versus
Sexy.
Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna.
And who do you think is going with the W for this one, sir?
Man, one like this, I can see Rhea Ripley getting the pinfall.
Do you see her getting the loss, the L?
No, like the win. I mean,
the win. Okay,
like,
getting
her
the
like
W.
just going like
I was
full,
like, what the?
Like her just power bombing bitches left and right.
Hell yeah. I got this with. I feel like what's gonna happen. I want Sasha and my Naomi, right? Naomi, is that how you say it? I want her. Yep. I want them to be tag team champions. But what I feel like it's gonna happen is Rhea Ripley's gonna hit her with her finish, and Carmella's gonna just push her out and then cover whoever took the finisher and get the W. That's
very in line with how a lot of fatal 4-way tag team matches kind of end.
Yeah, that's why I went with it. Plus, it's something like Carmella would do too.
Yeah, so you got those two things backing you up. So yeah, I can definitely see. I feel like you're more closer to like reality than I am.
Alrighty. So, your favorite match of the night: Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. Anything goes match.
The fact that I'm guessing that means it's a hardcore match, right?
Anything goes, yeah. You know what? Okay. I feel like they should have went with the match calling it Jackass Rules, because anything goes anyways. So,
I'm hoping the movie. I'm hoping that there'll be a lot of weapons being used, but in creative manners.
I think it's gonna be a lot of. I think they're gonna have a lot of Jacks. Oh my god! I just said it. Jackass themes into this match. You know what I mean?
You also think it'd be very comical, like Sami slipping on stuff or like losing his balance.
That's what I'm saying. Like if that does happen, I feel like they should just call it a Jackass Rules match kind of deal. So
yeah. I would like for them to be more like a 90s hardcore match more than like a comedy one.
Right.
But I'm hoping that Sami gets put over just because, like he is their IC champion. And I know like they've been trying to.
He's not IC champion no more.
Oh, he lost it?
Yeah, Ricochet's the champion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it'll at least give credibility back to Sami, even though he did recently announce how El Generico is officially dead in his mind.
Right.
He'll never do that again. But yeah, I feel that they should give Knoxville like some really good moments. And like even some cool like weapon moments, like he does a chair shot, or even the Kantu chair, but then have Sami win with a big boot to the corner.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I'm. The only thing is, I feel like it's very hard to predict because it's like Johnny Knoxville could have people helping him.
Yeah, you can have the whole Jackass crew just jump in.
Yeah, they could all jump in and kick his ass. It's just I think what's throwing me off is the whole anything goes match, and I don't know, anything goes. So it's like I don't know what to predict in that kind of match. Mm-hmm. So, but I feel like Johnny Knoxville is gonna take the W. He's just gonna find a way, and Sami Zayn's just I feel like Sami Zayn's not gonna take a clean loss. I mean, how can you if it's a anything goes match? But I feel like somebody's gonna cost him the match. That's what I feel is gonna happen. But I want Sami Zayn to take the W.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that might hurt him, but maybe he can have a whole like it could change his personality, so maybe it might be for the best.
True.
Booking wise for him.
Yeah. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Me, what I would have done, I would have put Sami Zayn versus Pat McAfee with Johnny Knoxville on his corner. I could see that more.
Yeah,
and I feel like
celebrities.
Yeah, and that would excite me more. And with that energy that Pat McAfee has with Johnny Knoxville, oh my God, I feel like they'll have great chemistry. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, it's just like, why? I'm happy to see Pat McAfee wrestling at WrestleMania. He did pretty well when he wrestled Adam Cole. So, but I don't know. I just feel like it's weird because Vince is like, hey, you two are facing each other. And it's like, okay.
I think it's gonna be Austin Theory who wins because I know Vince really likes him, and he's like a Vince's boy.
True.
So I think Vince is using this match to kind of get Austin over with the fans. So I think Austin get the win.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play dirty. So that way Pat could like talk about it here and there, saying like, oh,
I never officially lost.
Yeah. Or he is I don't know he is a commentary with an undefeated man at WrestleMania, Michael Cole. So there's a chance that if he loses, Michael Cole could brag about that. But if he wins, you have two people who are your commentary who are undefeated at WrestleMania with 1-0. So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that aspect of the storyline. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
The next one, RK Bro versus the Street Profit and Alpha Academy, right? At Gable and Otis. I'm going with RK Bro. Bro. What about you?
I feel that this match is gonna be a really great match. I think it's gonna have a lot of great spots, and one that is probably be unfortunately forgotten because like the match following that one. But yeah, I think it's RKO gonna end up winning.
I don't think they're gonna win. I think Alpha Academy or the Street Profit are gonna take the W. I do want RK Bro to win. I feel like they should because they just won the title, and it's like it doesn't mean me personally. I hate the whole hot potato unless it's like a big moment like this. So like if the Alpha Academy were still champions and RK Bro won it and then they lost the title again, that's fine. I'm cool with it. What I don't like is the whole, dropping the belt and then you win it back later on the pay-per-view, and it's like, what, are you gonna drop it again? If you keep the title for a while, then okay, cool. But if you're just gonna end up dropping it again, it's like, then why even drop it in the first place? And then again on the second time. So the match that I think is gonna steal the show, unless Cody Rhodes shows up. Edge versus AJ Styles. You know what? No, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I want to save that Edge and AJ Styles later on.
Well, if you skip one though, Bobby Lashley versus
Almost. Okay, Bobby Lashley is going over.
I think Almost is going over.
You're saying Almost he's going over?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be his like his moment, kind of like Undertaker and Great Khali at like, what was it, No Mercy or Unforgiven?
No Mercy or Unforgiven. You were way off. First of all, it was Judgment Day.
Oh damn, yeah.
Way off.
But I knew it was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. But yeah, when Khali like knocked him the fuck out and like beat him clean.
Yeah.
So I think they're almost gonna have his like Judgment Day moment.
No, I think Bobby Lashley's getting the W. I think so. And he should. He was defending the WWE title last year, and he needs this win.
Okay.
So Brock Lesnar, WWE champion versus Roman Reigns, Universal champion, winner take all to unify the titles and to make it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Who do you think is going over?
So I have a quick question. I'm a little confused here. Are they gonna carry both belts?
No, they're gonna merge it into one.
So are they gonna create a brand new belt?
Yes, it's gonna be the same belt, but it's just gonna be one title. So apparently, what they're gonna do going on forward, the red line underneath the WWE logo, it's gonna be blue because if Roman Reigns, if it's on SmackDown, and it's gonna turn red when it goes to Raw. Yeah.
So I was under the impression that they're just gonna have the WWE belt, and then there's like a backdoor way of them bringing back the World Heavyweight Championship.
No, and they're gonna call they're gonna rename this title the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
We had that like 7 years ago.
Yeah, and then they went back to WWE World Title for like a couple months, and then they just went back to WWE Title. So
okay.
Yeah, hey, it's not my company, man.
That's true.
So
I feel Vince is just writing in circles now.
Yeah, I really hope they would bring back the world title, but no, it's not gonna happen. The question though, besides who you think is gonna win, which reign is gonna continue? The WWE title or the Universal title?
The WWE title. That's Vince's baby. He ain't gonna like scrub that history away.
Rumor is they're gonna discontinue the WWE Championship and continue the Universal title.
Wait, seriously?
Rumors. So
that doesn't make sense to me because like that's Vince's baby.
Hey, I'm rumors, man. You don't understand rumors. I'm not like saying that's true. It's rumors, but that's what the rumor is. I hope not, because it's like, wouldn't you want? Because if you're gonna do The Rock versus Roman Reigns next year, wouldn't you want to represent the WWE World Title? Since the Hulk Hogan, the Randy Savage, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, hell, The Rock himself hold it, and not the Universal title that one legend hold the title, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar. No offense to Kevin Owens and Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, but it's like they're not a legend yet. They're not there yet.
Yeah, I think there's more value to the WWE Championship than the Universal will ever have. That's just my opinion, but that's what I think.
Yeah, but let's hope those rumors are not true, and hopefully they continue the WWE title, alive, and hopefully Roman Reigns starts a new reign with that title. So,
I think it's going to be actually Brock is going to win the belt, and then Roman's going to have his big revenge, comeback.
I think Roman Reigns is going to take the W.
Really?
Yeah.
I can. The thing is, that's why this match is so interesting because it can go either way.
Yeah, that's why they put both titles on, because that way it's like, because if you would have just kept it the Universal title, it's like, I feel more people will vote for Roman Reigns, but the fact that Brock Lesnar is coming in, and it's like everybody loves this new version of Brock Lesnar, but people also love this new version of Roman Reigns, so it works out perfectly, and it's like it could go either way.
Yeah, like that. Of all the nights, I'm gonna probably watch night 2 just for that match.
Right.
I might watch night 1 if Cody comes out. All right, let me see what the match looks like then.
True. I don't know. I'm probably gonna try to watch both. I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch night 2. Night 1. I'll probably like. Am I gonna watch it at the when it starts? No. I'll probably watch it later on.
Right, like I'm saving night 1 for like what I can watch on my lunch at work for like the rest of the week.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Now, my main event, the one I'm saving for last. First time ever, AJ Styles versus Edge. who you think is going over, and who you think, what's your prediction on this match?
I think it'd be a really nice back and forth match. Best guess would be Edge is going over.
Me personally, storyline wise, I think AJ Styles should get the W, just because I feel like the feud will go on more. And, an Edge could always be like, because Edge said it himself in the promos, I don't want the AJ Styles who he's been the past year. I want the phenomenal one. I want like the the New Japan version. I want that AJ Styles at WrestleMania. And so if AJ Styles gets the win, Edge could do like the whole Shinsuke Nakamura, like shake hands and then boom, hit him with the low blow, Jericho, and then continue the feud. Because I feel like if Edge wins, it's like, I feel like the feud just ends there, personally. Because it's like, I unless Edge cheats, like hits him with a low blow, and then then it's like, okay, I could see the feud going on. But I think Edge should, I don't know, it's really tough, but I'm just saying, like, storyline wise, if this feud is going to continue, AJ Styles should win. A one-time off, I will have to say Edge, man. But I just want a great match, and we're definitely gonna get that.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping for like a 20 to 30 minute match.
Same. Hoping for at least 30 minutes. That'd be great. The only thing, I hate Edge's new music, man. Have you heard it?
I mean, hopefully he comes back as the Brood again.
He should have just stayed with the Brew. I feel like that would have been better. I was like, I did.
Rollins, he brought it out. Was it SummerSlam?
SummerSlam, and I think Hell in a Crown Jewels, and Roy, and Day One. I think when he faced the Miz as well.
Yeah, I think that music works so much better for him now too.
Yeah, he should have just kept that gimmick. He reminds me, this gimmick that he's doing kind of reminds me like a Chris Jericho back in 2008.
Yeah, when he came back after he was gone for a couple of years. Yeah.
Well, no, he was still wrestling at that time. He was still the Y2J, but when he started that feud with Shawn Michaels, when he started wearing the suit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got what you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's what he kind of reminds me of, but more like a darker version of it. So yeah, but I just hate Edge's music. So that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, the quality of music has gone down over the years.
I mean, that is an old song, to be honest. It's a very old song. So the other side. All right. Well, I guess that, that's it, right? That's all. For night 2, what's your main event? What match are you looking forward?
For me, curiosity is more towards Brock and Roman, but as a spectator and as a wrestling fan, Edge versus AJ.
I was gonna say the exact same thing what you just said. I'm more excited for what's gonna happen with the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, but as a wrestling fan, bell to bell, I wanna see Edge versus AJ Styles. Yeah, well, Marcos Chavez, if that's your real name. Anyways, thank you for being a co-star or co-host, whatever. I still can't find the right word for it, but thanks for being on this show, and thanks for your prediction on WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2. Before you go, we're doing a tribute episode for Razor Ramon and Scott Hall. Was wondering if you would like to be part of that trivia challenge game.
Oh, of course, I'm down.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, then I'll hit you up for that trivia challenge, and that will be future episodes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Marcos, thank you. You want to say bye to the peep, or any shout outs, or to our 8 customers, our 8 listeners? We had 100, but they all left.
Rat bastards.
I know.
But yeah, thanks for listening to me, guys.
Appreciate it. Well, that's it for this episode, and we are out. Doo-doo-doo.